going to tell you how fast I'm going. If you didn't know already, I love a BMW M5. I recently test drove a E60 M5 and I just love the fact that it had a 5 litre V10 under the hood. I also love the noise it made. Of course I loved how fast it was, and I loved that you had to rev it all the way through the red line to extract the full performance. One thing I didn't like was how much fuel it drank. So apparently, according to European law, BMW had to replace the E60 M5 with a car that was cleaner and more fuel efficient. That led to the development of this F10 M5. The F10 M5 had a 4.4 twin turbocharged V8 engine that produced 560 horsepower and 506 pounds-feet of torque. That basically means that it's the automotive equivalent of the Millennium Falcon. You don't have to be in the right gear and rev the car out to its 7,000 RPM red line to get the most out of the performance. You can put your foot down in any gear and you're pushed back in your seat and you're catapulted to the horizon. I'm going to drop down in a second. Whoa, this car is powerful, so much torque. The torque is instant. Turning into the corner, I've got the suspension in sport mode, and it's a big car, but it feels like it's just wrapped around me. It feels like a clenched fist. So I'm throwing it around the corners, and it feels planted, it feels stable, it feels fun. I'm leaning on it a little bit. Wow, that's third gear, hard on the brakes. It's a heavy car, so I need to watch the brakes. Turning through here through this corner. Looks like it's safe to accelerate. Roll onto the throttle. Oh, here we go. Wow! 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 I think I've just scared myself. So this car has an Evolve Stage 2 tune. It has catless downpipes and aftermarket intakes. So drop it down into second. NDM mode, fourth gear. So this car is fast. You need to watch your speed as you come into the corner, because you're going a lot faster than what you think you're going. So you think you're doing 70, you're going a lot faster than that. You think you're doing 80, you're going a lot faster than that. So I'm having to brake early. But this feels like a sports car. Okay, you can't throw it around like a sports car, but if you're smooth with it, careful with the steering, it's great. And that's the beauty of the M5. I've said this before, it's a dual personality car. You can sit on the highway and cruise. You can cruise at the speed limit, you can cruise way above the speed limit, although that's illegal, and it's perfectly comfortable. Right now the suspension's in the sport mode and it's comfortable. The sound from these downpipes is glorious. Hopefully I'm capturing this on camera, but I'm having a ton of fun. And if I wanted to, I could drive as fast as this and have my family in the car. My wife wouldn't be happy at all. She'd ask me to slow down. But in theory, I could be flying down this road with my wife and kids in the car, and they'll be flying around from side to side. You'd see heads bouncing off the windows, but they'd have a lot of fun. So if I had to have just one car for track duty, for family duty, for commuting, and my pockets were deep enough, this would be the car I own. I can't really find much wrong with it. I'm sure if I really pushed it, the weight would just overwhelm the tyres, but you know, you can still have fun, you don't have to go crazy. Even though this is a cracking car to drive, I would not recommend owning one unless you have a good warranty. The reason why the power delivery is so instantaneous is because the two twin scroll turbos are placed within the V at the top of the engine. Unfortunately, the placement of these turbos and the heat generated by them causes the turbo coolant lines to fail. There are also reports of engine failures due to spun rod bearings. That being said, the F10 M5 is an intercontinental highway missile and a total delight to drive.